Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. In the previous class, we had discussed Introduction to Email chapter, some topics like common email terms, how you will create your ID on Gmail, what are the email etiquettes, sending, receiving email in Gmail. These topics we had discussed, and also I have told you that by yourself find out the question answers today, which I am going to tell you the answers of the exercise. Fill in the blanks, tick the correct. So before that, we would revise a little bit about the previous topics also, and then we will start our. You have to choose another username. So it's better to use the combination of letters and numbers also you can use. So firstly, in the book it is given, enter your first name and the last name, the form. After that, enter the desired login name. If someone else has taken the same login name, a message will appear. Someone already has this username, okay, that I told you. So try another one, and it shows you the choices also, where you can select the new username. Okay, the Google itself, the service provider itself give you suggestions. You can choose this email username, you can choose this username. Okay, if you like, you can choose from them, other you give your own. So once your login name is selected, enter a password minimum of 8 characters, combination of letters and numbers. Then again re-enter password, okay, for confirm password. So fill the rest of the entries in the form as they are asked. Finally, I accept and continue to Gmail. So if all the entries are correctly added by you, you will get confirmation for new account, and now your email address means the login name @gmail.com. So earlier what happened, we used to make it like this, but now the era has changed. You get the OTP on your registered mobile number. You have to give the number also, and when the OTP comes, you have to just type the 4-digit or 5-digit OTP. Then you create a Gmail ID. Okay, it confirms that your number is registered. It will create a Gmail ID. Sending and receiving an email in Gmail. So again the same process, www.gmail.com, you will write it, then you will press enter button, you will go to the login page. There now you don't have to create, there you have to give your username and the password which you have got or you have made. Then sign in, and after signing in you will see a inbox. Okay, so in the inbox you will get your emails. The people who are sending you the mails, you will get an inbox. Okay, and whatever mail you sent, it will come in sent, and the mail which you have made but not sent it will saved in draft. Okay, draft folder is also there. The mail which are not sent by you, just only have typed but not given the email address, or by some reason you haven't sent them, then it will come in draft. Okay, so in future if you want to send, you can choose from draft. To send an email, click compose button. Okay, so composing, there you will get to, from, subject, and then sent. If you want any attachments to do, there is a clip sign, you can click on that and attach, and then at last after sending, sign out from your account. Now there are some rules and regulations which you have to follow while sending an email. Your message should have a subject line that conveys its content clearly. For example, can you send me your CD? Is better than send CD. Okay. The messages should be simple to the point. Your email is a short note rather than a letter of history. Okay. You don't have to write much. The email message should not be in capital letters. This message equivalent to shouting. Okay. If you have written these matters in capital letter, again it will comes under the what? Rule breaking, that is shouting. So while including funny comments, you should add smileys, because on telephone it is easy to tell if someone is joking. So from the tone of his or her voice, but people can easily misunderstand the tone of email if it doesn't include it. Okay, in the phone we can understand, but in the email we can't express. So we have to use the emoticons or smileys. So as most email messages do not show bold or italic letters, when they display a message, there is no need to include them. Okay, So an email is not always private, and message can accidentally be sent to the wrong person. So please take care of what you write, where you send it. This is all about the previous class topics which we have discussed now. Now coming to the self-evaluation. I know that an email address enables us to electronically exchange messages with the other users. Yes, it allows us. I know that an email account is usually supplied by the email service providers like yahoo.com, Gmail, Hotmail. Okay. I know that we can get an email address by creating an email account. Of course, after creating email account only we get the email address. I know that an email address is a set of characters that identify the location of your internet mailbox. So I know that an email address is a combination of username and domain name. Okay, and that is separated by what? @ symbol and dot periods for company's name, com, org, in. Okay. I know the packets are the small chunks of information or message which are broken by the internet by sending an email message. So I know that a message written in capital letters is called shouting. Okay, so these all things we have seen in this chapter. Okay, it was a interesting chapter also. Now coming to the exercise. Oh, the most popular service provider of internet is, everyone knows, browsing? No. Surfing? No, never. Email. Email is a popular service of internet. Okay, so here the answer is your email. First email application was developed by Charles Babbage. No. Okay. Sabir Bhatia? No, he has developed Hotmail. Okay. So the last one, Ray Tomlinson, was the first person to develop an application and send it an email. Okay. Domain name is separated into two parts. Comma, colon, period. So at just now I have told you a little sometime before that period and @. Okay, so period here. @ symbol expresses what? Pronounced as at, not all as. Okay. The small chunks of email message which are broken by the internet are called boxes. No. Pouches? No. These are called packets. So the section where email receiver address is written, okay, the part where the email receiver address is written is known as. So CC is a carbon copy, that is also used for sending. To means where you are sending, so he is the receiver. The section where the email receiver address is written. So see, in this can be a confusion. If you are the receiver, then you will write in, you are sending some message, okay, to other person. Then you are sending, okay, and if you are receiving it, so your address is written from the other side. Okay, see, it has two. So from the other side, who is sending to you, that person will write your address in to. Okay, the section where email receiver address is written. So email receiver means whom? Who will receive the email? So you are also sending to someone, so that person will receive the email. So to. Okay. Now the button that helps to send message that you have received from someone else. Forward, simple. Move is to move, and reply you can't give. If it is from someone else, if you want to forward it. The message written in capital letters is called what we always do, shouting. Okay. Once again I am repeating. First answer is email. Second B part answer is Ray Tomlinson. C periods. Fourth means the option D question is at. Question number E packets. Question number F 2. Question number G forward, and question number H shouting. These are the answers of take the correct answer. Now true or false. Let's see. Okay. You can send only text files as an statement with your email. No, it's false. Because we can send photos, audio, documents also with email. You cannot use commas, spaces, or brackets in an email address. Yes, it's true. We can't use this. We can use underscore or hyphen. The username is separated into two parts by the period. You have seen the email address, so it is totally wrong. False. Okay? Because username is not separated into two parts by the period. Okay? The domain name is separated. Okay? Now, a person who is receiving an email message, person who is receiving, okay, again, receiving an email message, his email is written in from section. So I think in the fill in the blanks also the same question has been told there also. So what you will say? It comes to true. So this answer is also false. You will receive the email message only if computer is on. False. Why? Because if your computer is off, then also the message will come in the mailbox and your server provider company will keep it to himself. Okay, when you open your what means desktop or laptop and you ask for the new emails, then that email will be in front of your eyes in your mailbox. An email message should be written in capital letters. False. Otherwise it is called shouting. Okay. So now you have completed the true and false also. So again I am repeating the answer. First one is false. Second one is true. Third one is false. Fourth one is false. Fifth one is false. And last one is also false. Now coming to the fill in the blanks. Okay. Email is the most popular service of. Everyone knows email is the most popular service of internet. Okay. And dash is a unique address of each user. Unique address of each user. So what? Email. Email is the unique address of each user. Okay. So here the answer is email. Okay, you will not write URL. URL is the address of the page, not the user. Okay. Email address is a unique address of each user. In the email address, username and domain name is separated by, this question is nice, at the rate symbol is used. Now you get an email address when you create an email account. When you create an email account, then only you get a email address. Okay. Smileys are also called Just now we have seen emoticons. And the last one is dash can be used in email message that can save time while typing the message. This is abbreviation. Abbreviation is used, okay, because if you are using abbreviations, it will take less time for typing the message, okay. So this is the answer of the fill in the blanks. The first one is internet. The second one, an email is a unique address of each user. Okay, you can write not email, email address. Okay, let's see also. We just write over here email address also. Okay, email address is a unique address of each user. Okay, in the email address, username and domain name is separated by what? Separated by @ symbol. You get an email address when you create an email account. If you haven't created an email account, then you will not get the email address. And smileys are also called emoticons. Dash abbreviation is used in email message that can save the time while typing the message. Now we are coming to the question answers in short. Okay. So name the different programs that are used to create and manage an email. So the different programs that used to manage and create the email are what? You have seen Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo Mail. These are the programs which are used, or you can just underline over, name them. Yahoo, Gmail are the different programs that are used to create and manage email. Okay, the name of the programs I am writing, that is Gmail, yahoo.com, hotmail.com. Okay, .com. This is the answer of this question. Now next, name the parts of an email address. Now for this question, if you want to write the parts of email address, you can see the parts of email address. Okay, here you will get on page number parts of email address and parts of email message is different. So parts of an email address you can see on page number 119. Okay, so 3 parts you can see. Email address is a combination of, not 3 parts, username and domain name. Username and domain name. Okay, so this is the part of an email which is separated by the @ symbol. So you are watching username first, domain name second, and we are separated by the @ sign. Okay, as you can say the 2 parts also, username and domain name. Okay, these are the 2 parts of email in which @ symbol is also used. So you can choose @ also. Clear? First part is the name of the service provider, Yahoo. Second part decorates the website, this one. So only 2 parts are there. So we will write the answer like this. The parts of an email address are first username and second domain name. Okay, only this much you have to write. Okay, you will write first domain name. Okay, this one is your first, and second username. Okay, a username can be on first also. These are the 2 parts. Okay, wait, I am correcting it. Username then second domain name. Clear? That is the answer of second question. Name the different parts of email message. Now you have written the email address, so you will get the email message parts also. So just see here, it is given over here, page number 122. Sorry, 121. Parts of email message: from, to, CC, BCC, subject. Okay, so these are the parts of email message: from, to, CC, BCC, subject. Okay, so these are the parts of email message. Now next is, why do you use smiley in a message? So a smiley shows the what? Express the emotions through messages. So we use the smileys for showing the expressions of emotions and feelings through a message. Okay, you will write here and you will get this answer also here also. It is a very short 2 words answer. Okay, smileys, you can see over here, smileys to express emotions in message. Okay, that's why I use smileys. Okay, next one is, which button will you click to write an email message? Very easy answer, compose. Okay, so hope you have got the answers. Of course, given answer in short also. So rest of the things, the question answers which are left, we will be doing in the next class. Okay, and then your whole course is completed and we start our revision also. Till then, thank you.